From John Carpenter's The Thing, which is now a classic horror movie, to Fight Club, a movie whose protagonist is absolutely unhinged, many iconic and classic movies fail to find appreciation when they're initially released. It's not uncommon for movies to be ahead of their time, which will never find the following upon release that they will in the future. Being mostly known for the release of reboots, remakes, sequels, prequels, spin-offs, and legacy sequels, the 2010s haven't been as cinematically fulfilling in the eyes of many, especially because the majority of mainstream movies seem formulaic, risk-averse, and unoriginal. However, many unique films have failed to find an audience or make a mark at the same time. So, the question remains, have movies become less original and memorable? I'm convinced many underappreciated 2020s movies will become cult classics. Both of Emma Seligman's movies, starring Rachel Sennott as the protagonist, deserve to become cult classics, and as Shiva Baby has already become one. I'm even more confident that Bottoms will follow suit. Despite the fun premise of Fight Club for teenage girls, the movie underperformed and was a box office flop, although critics did and continue to praise it. The funniest scenes from Bottoms remind us of the dying genre of teen comedies like Clueless and Mean Girls, which aren't afraid to be refreshingly nasty with their sense of humor, even asking us to suspend disbelief for the meaner gags while still being progressive. Like every other good movie in the genre, Bottoms will likely become a cult classic. Animated movies that aren't Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, or Studio Ghibli often struggle to find traction. Although movies like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, whose popularity was likely due to the titular character's popularity, and K-pop Demon Hunters, now the second most watched Netflix movie in history, are exceptions, many great animated movies only become cult classics years later. Despite being nominated for a Best Animated Picture Oscar in 2024, Nimona continues to be an underrated movie. With beautifully energetic animation that adds an eccentricity to the punk rock titular character's ability to shapeshift, Nimona is a unique fantasy movie that features a medieval social order in a world with futuristic technology. A heartbreaking tale of friendship and loss, it'll surely stand the test of time and find more appreciation through the years because of its. So, the fact that a musical written by Hamilton writer Lin-Manuel Miranda and directed by Wicked director John M. Chu flew under people's radars and continues to do so is disappointing. However, the sheer amount of energy and passion that the cast of In the Heights brings to the movie guarantees it will eventually become a cult classic. The songs are catchy, the story has a universal appeal because of the relatable emotional beats, the visuals are electrifying, and the movie's world will pull you in before the second track ends. It is difficult to choose between Jane Schoenbrun's two feature films, as both have immense cult potential, but I Saw the TV Glow is perhaps the one more likely to become big enough to be called a cult classic. We're All Going to the World's Fair is arguably too extreme to find major appeal, despite its effective exploration of dysphoria. I Saw the TV Glow follows kids bonding over a favorite TV show and explores the darkness in the characters' lives, from the nightmarish depiction of suburbia to the exploration of the impact of community on teens affected by dysphoria and social isolation. I Saw the TV Glow is a horror movie that sticks with you after the credits roll. Coherence is a cult classic today, and the similarities that It's What's Inside shares with it lead me to believe the latter will also be a cult classic someday. The movie follows a group of friends celebrating together at a party before one of them gets married. A man they haven't seen since his high school expulsion is also there. To make things thrilling, the man suggests they try an experimental procedure he's developing, where people can switch their bodies. They play a game where they try to guess whose mind is in whose body, and only he knows the answers.